Here's how to get started with Google Gemini. To get to Gemini in your browser, you can type gemini.google.com, or from the waffle, you can choose Gemini. You can also access Gemini from inside Google Classroom. To explain the interface, this expands the menu on the side where you can see you have the option for new chat, where your stuff is stored, so things that have been generated. So these are some images I generated. Your gems, I'll explain those a little later, and your chats. Gemini holds on to your chats so you can always refer back. And if there's any chats that you want to keep coming back to, you can always pin them. What can you do with Gemini? Well, you can do much of the same that you can do with ChatGPT or with Copilot, except Gemini, as part of our Google Workspace for Education Fundamentals, is a little different. If you're signed in with your school board account, which you should be, there are special protections and guardrails. By using Gemini with your DSB account, you're assured of a higher level of security and privacy, and your chats are not used to retrain the model. Now, where should we start? So in the prompt box is where you would type your prompt. This is where you could add files. You can upload files or add from Google Drives files that you may want to refer to in your prompt. You can access tools like guided learning, deep research, create images, and Canvas. Canvas is very cool. It's where you can do coding or create interactive content, slide decks, that kind of stuff. And here's where you would select the large language model that it's using. There are a limited number of usages of the highest level pro for our accounts per day, and they reset every 24 hours, but we have access to all the other models as well. So I think the best way to prompt to get an idea of what we can do, let's use the parts framework to ask what we can do. Okay, so this is what I've come up with using the parts framework. I am a secondary teacher at the Toronto Catholic District School Board. Make me a list of suggestions on how I can use Gemini in my classroom to support my work and my diverse students' learning needs. I teach grade 9 de-streamed English and grade 12 university preparation English. My classes have limited access to technology, and I am reluctant about use of AI and the pitfalls related to academic integrity. The list should include specific connections to the Ontario curriculum and the Ontario Catholic School graduate expectations. And let's see what we come up with. Now, what's really cool is in this little drop down here, you can actually follow along with Gemini's thinking and what it's doing. So if it gives you a wrong answer somewhere, you can actually kind of go and see where it went wrong, so you can adapt your prompt accordingly. So here are some ideas that it came up with. The behind the scenes assistant. Since your students have limited tech access, use Gemini as a high-powered teaching assistant to create differentiated print materials. This is great because you can actually level text to different reading levels. You can simplify language. You can change language to support your English language learners. AI is a foil for critical literacy. Instead of having students use AI to write, have them use AI as a text to critique. This addresses your academic integrity concerns by making the AI the bad example or a starting point for human refinement. The Spot the Hallucination Challenge and supporting diverse needs for ELL and IEP students, creating bilingual vocabulary lists, clarifying the unwritten rules for students diagnosed with ASD or ADHD, supporting their IEP. It's important for me to distinguish here that it is never okay to input personally identifiable information about students. Never, never, never put in a student's IEP or anything from their OSR. You can absolutely ask for strategies related to a hypothetical student with no specific identifiers, but be as vague as possible. And then addressing academic integrity directly, the ethics of the machine Socratic seminar. And it gave me a table summarizing the connections. Gemini will actually anticipate what your next steps may be and will suggest what it can do next for you. Draft an AI ethics policy. That sounds good. Would you like to create a drafting trail checklist for your students to attach their assignments to help them track their work and prove integrity? Sure. Be sure to look through anything that it has created for you, because just like any material that we find to use as part of our teaching, it's important to adapt to your individual classroom and your individual students. So now I'm going to ask it to do some other stuff. Create a rubric for one of the assessments you suggested. I'm not giving a lot of specifics as to the rubric, but let's see what it gives me. Okay, great. That's a good starting point. You can see here it allows me to export to sheets. It's also outlined look-fors and how to address concerns. Now, if I go to Classroom, you'll notice that there's Gemini right in Google Classroom. So if you're unsure about prompting, you can actually click on one of these tiles to help you develop one of these artifacts. And here are some prompt examples. Now let's talk about gems. Gems are kind of like chatbot experts that you train on specific material or to perform a specific function. And these can be shared with your students. I'm not going to go too much in depth on this right now, but if I click on gems, there are templates out there that are really cool. If you're curious to learn a little bit more about what gems are and what they do, the best way to find out is to ask Gemini. Think about prompting AI like you're prompting an assistant or a student teacher who's very eager, doesn't necessarily have the context of what it is you're exactly looking for, and needs to be given direction. You'll get the best outcomes from AI when you have an idea of what it is you want it to create and knowing how to ask for it in a way that's clear. We've gotten used to asking for the answers in a Google search by using keywords and being as brief as possible. But AI works the opposite way. You need to communicate with it in real language, just like as if you were giving instructions to another person. Remember that the AI is not going to judge you unless you ask it to. So be honest about what you know and what you don't know. And talk back to it. Sometimes it's come up with things that I know are untrue, and so I've caught it in some mistakes. And by challenging it, I get closer to what it is I'm looking for. Don't be afraid to play. And for more information about how to use Gemini and the rest of Google's AI tools, if you visit the Digital Learning Integration Generative AI in Education page, there are resources specific to Google. So there's the Get Started with Google AI in K-12 Education course, which is great because it really gives you good fundamentals. There's a ready-made lesson on teaching responsible use of AI that you can share with your students. There's how to write a prompt, so that prompt framework that we talked about. There's the responsibility checklist, which really falls in line with our TCDSB generative AI guidelines. It even has links to MLA and APA citation. There's a prompt library, a glossary of terms, and Google's developing more and more. You can even ask Gemini to show you some resources. In the teacher guides and resources section, where it says Google Gemini Notebook LM, there's a link to a wonderful slide deck that's 100 plus ways to use Gemini in education. As a hint, you can always ask Gemini to summarize this document for you, or you can even bring it into Notebook LM. A couple of last words and pointing a couple last things out. The sources that Gemini used are linked, so you can double check whether these are actual sources or if they're credible sources. If Google gives you if Gemini gives you a bad response, you can flag it as a bad response and tell it why it was bad. You can have it redo the response. If you think that maybe it wasn't what you were looking for, you can copy, you can double check, you can listen, you can have it speak to you, you can export to docs or report a legal issue if there's something that's questionable. Happy exploring with Gemini.